Modern civilization quietly depends on one island, Taiwan, because inside highly protected factories there, machines are building the semiconductors powering the modern world. Artificial intelligence, cloud computing, military systems, financial markets, smartphones, satellites, data centers. Almost everything now depends on advanced chips. And the terrifying part is this. Only a small number of factories on Earth can actually manufacture the most advanced versions. Which means modern civilization accidentally created one of the most dangerous supply chain dependencies in history. Most people imagine geopolitical power comes from armies, or nuclear weapons, or oil. But increasingly, power comes from manufacturing precision. Nanometers, extreme ultraviolet light, microscopic transistors smaller than viruses. The modern economy no longer runs only on energy. It runs on computation, and computation runs on semiconductors. This is why Taiwan became one of the most strategically important places on Earth. Because companies like TSMC manufacture chips so advanced that even the most powerful nations struggle to replace them quickly. The process is unbelievably complex. The factories require ultra-clean environments where tiny particles can destroy production. This isn't just about wiping things down. It's a constant war against physics. Air is filtered up to 10,000 times more thoroughly than in a surgical operating room, using massive arrays of HEPA and ULPA filters. The entire building is positively pressurized to push contaminants out. Even the light is a specific, non-reactive yellow to prevent accidental exposure of light-sensitive chemicals. The concrete foundations are isolated on seismic dampers to negate vibrations from a truck passing miles away. A single stray particle, smaller than a virus, can bridge a circuit, creating a fatal flaw in a chip. One contamination event can scrap weeks of work, costing millions of dollars in an instant. Specialized chemicals arrive constantly from international suppliers. These aren't bulk commodities. They are hyper-pure, proprietary formulas. Photoresists from Japan, essential for patterning circuits. CMP slurries from the US, used to polish wafers to atomic-level flatness. Many are highly volatile, with shelf lives measured in weeks, and must be shipped in refrigerated, temperature-monitored containers. A delay at a port, a customs paperwork mismatch, or a broken cooling unit on a container can render an entire shipment useless. And for many of these critical chemicals, there are only one or two qualified suppliers on the entire planet. Switching to a new one isn't an option. It requires a qualification process that can take over a year. Industrial gases move through global logistics systems every day. Neon gas, critical for the lasers that power lithography, largely originates from a handful of air separation plants in Ukraine. Argon is used to create inert atmospheres, and helium, sourced from just a few locations like the US and Qatar, is essential for cooling, leak detection, and creating the vacuum environments inside manufacturing tools. These gases are shipped in specialized ISO tanks and cryogenic dewars, a logistics chain vulnerable to everything from geopolitical conflict to simple tank shortages. Extreme ultraviolet lithography machines contain some of the most advanced engineering humanity has ever created. Each one costs over $200 million and requires multiple Boeing 747s to transport. Inside, a series of hyper-polished mirrors made by a single company in Germany reflect light that exists only in a hard vacuum. The slightest imperfection, the smallest misalignment, and the entire system fails. A single missing component, like a protective pellicle thinner than a human hair, can idle this billion-dollar asset. Some components travel through multiple countries before a single chip is completed. A silicon wafer might be manufactured in Japan, shipped to the US for specialized processing, then sent to Taiwan for fabrication, and finally to Malaysia for packaging and testing. Each step adds another layer of complexity, another potential point of failure. And the machines themselves are so complicated, they are a supply chain within a supply chain. Each tool is an assembly of thousands of unique parts, from hundreds of vendors. Single-source vacuum pumps, specialized valves, mass flow controllers, robotic arms, hyper-pure quartzware. A disruption for any one of these small, obscure suppliers can bring a multi-billion-dollar fabrication plant to a grinding halt. The entire system is a monument to precision, built on a foundation of profound, interconnected fragility, that only a few companies on Earth can even build them. One country produces the optics, another produces specialized chemicals, another supplies advanced materials, another handles critical manufacturing equipment. Modern technology is no longer built by isolated nations. It is assembled through synchronized global systems operating almost continuously. And synchronization creates vulnerability, because every part depends on another part arriving on time. If shipping slows, production slows. If ports experience disruption, factories feel it. If geopolitical tensions escalate, global markets panic almost instantly. And this is exactly why Taiwan became central to geopolitical strategy. Because a conflict there would not only affect one island, it could disrupt the technological infrastructure of the modern world. Artificial intelligence companies depend heavily on advanced semiconductors. Cloud computing depends on them. Military targeting systems depend on them. Missile defense systems, satellites, secure communications, advanced drones, supercomputers, all connected to semiconductor production. This means future geopolitical conflicts are no longer only about territory. They are also about technological continuity. About maintaining the invisible industrial systems modern civilization depends on every second. And this is where maritime chokepoints become terrifyingly important. Because semiconductor manufacturing does not exist in isolation. Factories depend on constant global movement, specialized components arriving through shipping routes, industrial gases moving across oceans, critical materials crossing strategic waterways. Even helium matters. It's an element we think of for party balloons, but in the hidden machinery of our world, it's irreplaceable. This isn't party-grade helium, it's ultra-high purity liquid helium, a critical component for creating the most advanced microchips on Earth. It's essential for cooling the powerful magnets in EUV lithography machines and for performing sensitive leak checks on vacuum systems. Without it, the multi-billion-dollar fabs that build our digital future simply cannot operate at full capacity. A shortage doesn't just slow things down, it can halt production entirely. The same helium used in advanced semiconductor manufacturing is deeply connected to global supply chains moving through the Persian Gulf region. A huge portion of the world's supply is produced in Qatar and must be shipped in specialized cryogenic ISO tanks. These aren't standard containers. They are sophisticated, insulated vessels that must maintain helium at -269 degrees Celsius. The availability of these tanks, the ships certified to carry them, and the port clearances for hazardous materials all form a fragile, high-stakes logistics chain, which means tension in one maritime corridor can affect industries thousands of miles away. A slowdown in the Strait of Hormuz, a single choke point, can delay helium shipments. That delay ripples outward. EUV tool uptime drops in Taiwan. Wafer starts are throttled in South Korea, and the global backlog for high-bandwidth memory used in AI servers begins to grow. The result isn't just a delayed smartphone launch. It's a tangible slowdown in the engine of artificial intelligence. All because a few specialized tankers were held up in a distant sea. A disruption in shipping does not remain local anymore. It spreads through synchronized systems. A delayed shipment becomes a manufacturing problem. A manufacturing problem becomes an economic problem. An economic problem becomes a geopolitical problem. And because modern supply chains are optimized for efficiency, many industries no longer maintain large emergency reserves. Instead, everything depends on continuous movement. Factories receive components exactly when needed. Ports operate around the clock. Container systems remain synchronized globally. Cargo routes function like arteries carrying industrial survival across continents, and when one artery fails, the consequences spread everywhere. History already showed how fragile these systems really are. In 2021, a single container ship blocked the Suez Canal. One ship. Global trade immediately slowed down. Billions of dollars in commerce were disrupted. Factories experienced delays. Shipping schedules collapsed. Supply chains backed up across multiple continents almost instantly. And that was only an accident. Now imagine a geopolitical crisis happening simultaneously across multiple strategic systems. Shipping lanes become unstable. Ports face cyber attacks. Satellite systems experience disruption. Insurance costs surge. Container routes reroute around conflict zones. Factories wait for components that never arrive. At that point, modern civilization would not collapse dramatically overnight. It would begin slowing down silently. Production lines pause, data centers delay expansion, technology prices rise, military procurement slows, AI infrastructure becomes harder to scale, and governments begin realizing how dependent modern economies became on systems operating far beyond their borders. This is one reason major powers are now investing heavily in domestic semiconductor manufacturing. The United States, China, Europe. Everyone understands the same terrifying reality. Whoever controls advanced chip production gains enormous influence over the future economy. Because semiconductors are no longer just technology products, they became strategic infrastructure. And the more artificial intelligence expands, the more important these factories become. AI data centers require massive computational power. Military systems increasingly rely on machine learning. Autonomous drones require advanced processing. Cybersecurity systems depend on real-time computation. Entire economies are becoming dependent on processing capability at enormous scale, which means semiconductor production is becoming as strategically important as oil once was, maybe even more important. And unlike oil, advanced semiconductor manufacturing cannot be replaced quickly. Building new fabrication facilities takes years. Training engineers takes years. Creating stable supply chains takes years. This creates a dangerous concentration of technological power. A small number of factories now influence the future direction of global technology, military capability, artificial intelligence, and economic growth simultaneously. This concentration of power is unprecedented. The entire digital world, from finance to defense, now balances on a handful of hyper-specialized facilities, most located within a few hundred square miles of each other. The system they operate within is so complex, so tightly coupled, that it has become terrifyingly fragile. A single, ill-timed voltage sag lasting less than a millisecond can destroy millions of dollars worth of product in an instant. A missing protective film, a component called a pellicle worth a few $1,000s, can idle a billion-dollar machine indefinitely. A simple paperwork mismatch at a port can ground a ship carrying critical industrial gases, halting production thousands of miles away. The frightening part is how invisible all of this feels to ordinary people. We experience the world through a seamless interface of apps, screens, and services. We order food, we connect with friends, we navigate our cities, all with the assumption that the system just works. There is no indication of the colossal, globe-spanning industrial machine operating just beneath the surface, a machine running with zero margin for error. Every swipe, every click, every transaction depends on this hidden world functioning perfectly every second of every day. Most people only see the final products. The sleek metal and glass conceal a brutal reality of physics, chemistry, and geopolitics, a chain of dependencies so long and precarious that its stability is a miracle in itself. Phones, laptops, AI tools, cars, cloud services. But behind every modern device exists a massive industrial ecosystem stretching across oceans and geopolitical fault lines. Cargo ships moving through strategic waterways. Factories operating with microscopic precision, ports receiving critical materials every hour, satellites synchronizing global logistics, fiber optic cables carrying financial transactions beneath the ocean floor. A hidden machine quietly keeps modern civilization functioning every single day, and most people never think about it until something breaks, because modern civilization appears powerful. But underneath, it depends on invisible systems, operating with almost zero margin for failure. And one of the most important systems on Earth is a factory most people will never